Hey, Blue Table fans! Today we are going to take a look at this black dragon. Now, this is a model put out by Todd McFarlane. I believe this series is called McFarlane Dragons. If you don't know who that is, it's the creator of Spawn, a comic book series. And so anyway, he made a bunch of dragons. There's maybe 30 or 40 of them. And this is my favorite one. It's called the Scavenger Dragon. I'm going to go ahead and pan down and show you a human-sized figure for comparison. So this model, guys, it's pretty beefy. And I love the dynamics. I love the pose. I love the whole concept. It's supposedly a vulture dragon, and as you can see, it has sort of this vulture looking head. It has a wattle underneath here, the sort of collar of weird scaly tentacle things. Now, this model normally does have some motion. It rotates here and here. I've glued all that shut, of course. And the wings are pegged on. But naturally I've glued those on now. Now, if you're seeing a little bit of purpley sheen, that is on purpose, because the trick here was to make this dragon really black, but also give it some contrast, and also work in some subtleties of other colors in there. I've got some sort of greens here. It has almost the entire model has a very subtle and pervasive overbrush of this combination of like military green, black, and gray. And so it makes the black not like super black. And hold on a second. All right. So anyway, and then where these acid marks are, these like pock marks are, I went ahead and put like some green on there, and that's a dark green that's been toned down with some charcoal gray. And I was going to do a lot of conversions on this guy. I was going to add all these spikes and stuff, but as I was prepping the model, I just sort of fell in love with how it is. Like these spikes back here, those all seem right, and it just sort of has a good way to it. But as you may notice, the tail has something special going on. And so this is actually the scything talon of a Forge World Chaos Beast Spawn thing. And basically I just cut the tail off, super glued it on pretty heavy, altered the spikes a little bit so it seemed consistent, and put on this sort of scorpion tail thing there. And it was a chance to add in a little bit of this ochre yellow and a little splash of green on an otherwise pretty black model. And as you may notice, the eyes are green as well. Not green, I meant yellow as well. So the wattle and the tongue and the eyes gave me the opportunity I needed to really give it that little splash of color. All right, guys, that's what I have to show you today. Oh, and by the way, let's take a look at the base. The base is not finished, but I put on a couple of real rocks, and I found this base on the other video when I sort of introduced this model. I needed a base that was the right size, and I found it. It was this octagon thing. I have absolutely no idea what model or range it's from, but I do have a couple of real rocks on here which add some really nice weight. This metal rod which comes with the model, and I just green stuffed the heck out of it, glued the heck out of it, put in texture that when mixed with the super glue makes like this cement. I hot glued on a bunch of hard styrofoam, you know, and I've just really did a number on this base. And this is all gonna get covered with foliage and swampy stuff. And these rocks aren't just gray. They've got some purples and military greens worked in there too. And where a little bit of flat of the base shows through it, I'm gonna make it like a swamp. Like this is a little rock outcropping in a swamp. So guys, this model, it's just so cool. I can't wait to pull it out on my D&D group. This is one of 5 models I'm making. I'm making the 5 different chromatics from 5 different publishers, and yeah, it's going to be good. And I'm going to do a Tiamat model too from Reaper. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in.